What happens when a pro goalkeeper wears the world's biggest goalie gloves? Will I be able to score past him, and just how good will he be? Well, in today's video, I find out. Now you're probably wondering, why do these gloves even exist? Well, in the mid-90s, Manchester United goalie Peter Schmeichel was the best keeper around. And to celebrate this, a glove manufacturer called Reusch did something very special. Standing at a huge 6'4", they created a one-off, supersized pair of goalie gloves.
And I managed to get my hands on them, so let's unbox the world's biggest goalie gloves and see how good they really are. Wow, look at that, that is ridiculous. So I could test these out myself, but I'm terrible in goal. So the aim is to put these on the hands of someone who actually knows what they're doing between the sticks.
Enter Connor O'Keefe. He'll be the man testing these things out today. But first things first, I wanted to surprise him with the giant gloves to get his reaction.
I'm not sure about this, Kieran.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Turn around.
Oh my word.
How great are these though?
They are unbelievable. Peter Schmeichel, this might be his actual glove size. He's pretty big, to be fair. To be fair, that's going to give me a little bit more reach. I'm feeling that.
So before I stick Connor in goal with these things, we need to get him warmed up. So I'll be taking shots at him while he's wearing different types of gloves. And only when I score past him can we move on to the next pair. And as we go on, each pair gets even crazier until we reach the world's biggest goalie gloves. And this little experiment should give us a good idea of just how important goalie gloves are. First up, we need to get a baseline. How many shots will it take to score past him wearing his normal goalie gloves?
I'm glad we've got the normal gloves first. I get a bit of a warm up before it gets chaotic.
Right, first up, normal gloves, let's go. Oh, that's a save. Nice. Ah. So far, still not got a goal, but luckily this challenge will get easier for me as we go on. Nice. Ah, save. Ah, save. That was big.
So Connor was putting up a strong performance in his normal gloves, but after 22 shots, I finally scored a goal.
Oh! Come on.
That's a nice goal, that.
So the first goal was scored, which meant we move on to the next pair of gloves, which is the ski gloves. I'm hoping I can score a goal past these pretty quickly.
We're on to the ski gloves. Now, a little bit harder, but we've still got a little bit of grip on there. Obviously not quite as grippy as normal goalkeeper gloves, but we'll take these. These shouldn't be too bad. Oh. These are... Woohoo! Hey! Look at that. I think my technique's better in these. Woohoo!
So I started taking some shots.
Yes.
And Con was dealing with them well.
Look at that. Not going anywhere, son.
But after just the 7th shot, I scored this worldie.
Yes, come on.
Nothing the gloves can do about that.
So 7 shots is going to be hard to beat, but next up Connor is going bare hands. Let's see how he gets on with this.
Next up, bare hands, old school. We've taped up just to make sure that the fingers are okay, the wrists are okay. This is how the legends of the game did it back in the day. The old school goalies, bare hands. Let's give it a go. After the sweatiness of the ski gloves, it actually makes it stick a bit more.
So after getting used to the feelings of the bare hands,
Yes.
it was time to see how many shots it would take for me to score a goal.
Oh, save. We've got mitre balls as well, which is like the worst thing we could be using for bare hands.
Just listen to the sound every time he makes a save. That's gotta hurt.
This round's for all the goalkeeping OGs. When you watch the old footage of the old lads, no gloves, horrible footballs, that's proper goalkeeping. Yes!
The bare hands are too good.
But after 18 shots, I finally scored a goal.
Yes. Come on. The bare hands have finally been defeated.
Next up, how will he perform wearing the marigold gloves? Can he keep a clean sheet?
Starting to get a little bit more tough. They've done a nice kind convenience of adding these little bumps onto the palms just to kid us into thinking that there's some grip, but not sure these are any better than bare hands. Might even be a little bit worse. This one could be interesting.
So the marigolds got off to a good start.
No catching going on there.
If you literally, right, last minute, you're about to leave the house, realise you got no gloves at all, would you take those with you?
I'd play bare hands.
You'd play bare hands. Oh, lovely.
So there was a few worldy saves, but after just 11 shots, I scored a goal past the Marigolds.
What? There it is. Oh my God. I've never hit shots like this in my life.
I feel like the Marigolds put in a good shift. Took one for the team by even ripping, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't glad to see the back of them. Next up, baseball mitt. We might get a cool catch if we can get it in one, and they're both a left hand, so that'll be interesting. Look at that, it fits right in.
So straight away, I thought these gloves were going to be an absolute nightmare for Con. But he actually put up an unreal performance in the baseball gloves. I'll just let you guys sit back and watch this masterclass.
Oh, lovely tip. Oh.
Yeah. Not going anywhere. Oh, I really wanted to hold that.
These baseball gloves are proving difficult to score past. Oh!
Yes, we got one, baby.
Save again.
So after 30 shots, I finally scored past the baseball gloves.
Please. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right, baseball gloves were a joke. Let's see how the boxing gloves do.
Boxing gloves, you already know what I'm going to be doing this. Punching everything. Going to make it very difficult to catch. We'll see how my jab and my hook are with this round. I have no idea what is going to happen here. I'm going to try my best. Yeah! This could be chaos.
Little. Oh, save.
I think there's not going to be much catching on it.
Oh, that's a save.
Yeah.
So Con was doing well, but after 16 shots, the boxing gloves were defeated.
Yes, yes! Oh no! Just not quite good enough from the boxing gloves. Come on.
Now, before we move on to the world's biggest goalie gloves, there's one more pair that I wanted to try, and it's probably as difficult as it gets, the oven gloves.
I don't think I'm going to be able to dive very well. We've got a little bit of grip in the middle. That might be an added bonus. This is going to need a lot of good footwork because the hands, they're not going anywhere. I think if it comes straight, I should be all right. If it's a dive.
Right, oven gloves, if I'm honest, these have got to be the easiest one. Hands stuck together, essentially.
Yes.
They have got a bit of grip on there, though, to be fair.
They have got a bit of grip, and I've just got to go with everything two-handed.
Oh! How has he caught? He's caught it. Right, save. Oh! Was that in or not? There we go. Oh!
So after a valiant performance from Con, it took 19 attempts and one of my best strikes ever to finally score past him.
That's good. Oh!
Nothing you can do about that. That is an unbelievable strike.
That is literally one of the best goals I've ever scored. There's nothing you can do about them.
What a shot.
Now it's finally time to see what happens when we come up against the world's biggest goalie gloves. Will he be unstoppable?
Finally, never seen anything like it in my life. These are incredible. We'll give it our best shot and hopefully we'll make some saves. This might be the biggest joke you've pulled on me so far, if I'm being honest. This is gonna be something special. Doubles my wingspan. Nothing's getting past these bad boys. Yes.
You do know legally, you could wear them in a game. There's no rules.
Yeah, I think I'd be shunned by the GK Union if I ever decided to do something that daft.
So I started off with a few easy shots, just to see how he dealt with them.
The ball just vanished behind the gloves there. How would you deal with one of these? Oh, look at that. Oh, he's catching them as well. The fingertips got there, man.
I think the fingertip was in the next postcode.
I don't know what I can do to beat these. He's literally wearing the world's biggest goalie gloves. There we go. Safe hands, mate. Oh, the tips. How has he kept that out?
Go on, the gloves.
How has he kept that out? Oh! Oh, big set.
When you go to make a save, it just disappears. You can't see the ball at all. You just gotta hope it hits it and stays out.
The funny thing is that ball was going about a mile wide then, but the gloves just got there. Oh!
So after 20 shots, Con was putting up a great performance and showing no signs of conceding.
Oh my God, this is going to be harder than I thought, mate.
I got him to show us how he'd receive a corner in these gloves. And after 28 shots, which is a top score for this video, I finally scored a goal past the world's biggest goalie gloves.
That's a great goal.
No, high five, mate, that was great.